It's not possible.
I didn't say it would be easy, Neo.
Would the offender please introduce yourself for the record, stating your name and DOC number?
My name is Charles Beal. My DOC number is 444671.
Thank you, Mr. Beal. Let me explain the process to you. First, I will read information into the record, then the board will conduct a parole interview with you. At the appropriate time, we will allow the participants who have indicated to speak to have their input. We have two who are here in support and both will be speaking, and they're both at the same location. We have Miss Annie Brown, sister, and Mr. Jeremy Brown, nephew. At the end, Mr. Beal, you'll be allowed to make a brief statement before the board votes. Do you understand the process, sir?
Yes.
Okay, this is the case for Charles Beal, DOC number 444671. Date of birth, January 5th, 1975. Classified as a first felony offender. Offense, manslaughter. Sentencing date, December 10th, 2001. Sentenced to a total of 40 years. Parole date, August 1st, 2021. Good time, April 20th, 2036. Full term, November 20th, 2039. Is this information correct, sir?
Yes, it is.
Thank you, Mr. Wise.
You know, Mr. Bill, I look on here and I see that I see some of the programs you was enrolled in academic class and received a write-up and was removed. He currently was trying to get back into school with his GED. Victims awareness enrolled. You know, as I look on your record, I see 1,020 days lost of good time. But one of the things I see on there during the time you're incarcerated, you've had 9 sex crimes while you've been involved into prison. 21. So I want you to tell the board what's different than it was. You classified as a low risk, but you, how old are you now?
I'm 47, sir.
You're 47 years old. And I
Yes.
see you made a little turn since 18, that you hadn't been getting into trouble. When was your last write-up?
My last write-up was about 4 years ago. It was aggravated sex offense, sir.
Well, you know, I see you tried to make a little turn during that time, but what is your job assignment at the prison right now?
Say it again, sir.
What is your job assignment? What do you do at the prison?
I have a job assigned as Crew 1.
On Crew 1?
Yes, sir.
And just let you know, you got some opposition to your release, but I read your crime. It is a horrible crime. And where would you live if you got out?
For starters, sir, I would parole out at the address in Tallulah, where my mom or my family is right now. But if it had to come down, I would try to relocate in another state, such as Dallas or Fort Worth, where my other family lives.
Where does the victim's family all live?
They was living in Tallulah, Louisiana. My son that I did raise, I think he's currently living in Texas, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
When did you talk to some of your family there?
I talk to my family here pretty much all the time. Last I talked with my mom the other night. I talked with my sister a couple of days ago. And my brother, I talked with them as well.
You know, it's hard for you to get in programs because you get involved in programs, you get a disciplinary write-up, you get removed from programs. I'm going to tell you right up front, you need some more programs.
Okay, I have the ones you just written off, has just talked about. Also was taking Bible courses as well here at the institution as well. American Bible Academy, also taking Christ the Church in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I have certificates of those as well.
Yeah. Warden, what about it, like taking GED and some anger management and things like that? I know that when he was in there, he got a write-up.
Yes,
he
sir.
got removed, and it's been a problem. Warden Goodwin?
Yes, he's currently applied to re-enter school, and he's being reviewed for that process. And I don't know if y'all have I may have missed you saying this, but he did complete Cage Your Rage, which is a anger management program. He completed that in December of 2021, and he's also currently enrolled in victim awareness at this time.
Okay, well, I didn't have the Cage and Rage. I had a lot of, some of the other stuff, but I didn't have the Cage and Rage.
That was
Thank you for that.
Recent completion. He recently completed that in December of 2021, and he's received some CTRP credits for that. And I know you mentioned the amount of good time that he's lost over the years, but I did restore some of his good time in 2021 because he has significantly improved his conduct record. He's been almost 4 years without a write-up, and once you do 24 months without a write-up, you can apply to have some of your good time restored. And he did apply, and I reviewed his record and did reapply some good time that he had forfeited due to disciplinary reports. He's made a really good improvement over the last 4 years. He's very cooperative with staff and absolutely has had no disciplinary issues during the last 4 years.
Right. Okay, I went over your files and everything real good. Is anything else you have to say to the board?
No, so not at this time. I don't have anything else.
Okay. Also, I see there's two speakers here today. Anna and Jeremy, if you would unmute your mic and you can give us your statement.
There you go. Hello.
Okay. Hello. How you doing?
All right. This is Annie Brown. I'm his oldest sister.
Okay. Well, go ahead and give us a statement.
Okay. Well, my brother been missing out of life. Mine's for sure for 30 some years. And we talk often. He called me, maybe 3 times a week. We talked. And, he always tell me he wish he could go back and redid what he did wrong. Even though he can't redo it and everything. But I really do truly believe, like he tell me, he is sorry for what he have done. At the time he was mad, upset, and I just wish he could have just stepped back and just walked away. Like I always tell him, you get into a conversation, they don't turn out good. Sometimes you just have to walk away from things, But he do regret what he have done. He really have. And I was just like, get my brother back in my life. He got 2 nephews. They know him, but they don't know of him. They don't know how he look. They just know about what we say about him. And he missed a lot from being locked up. And I do miss him. Can you hear me? We done lost him somewhere.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Hello.
Yes,
I can hear you.
Okay. So yeah, I would like to have him back out. I mean, he'll have a place to stay. And I do my best to make sure he stay on track, make sure he do everything right.
Okay. Jeremy Brown was going to speak too.
Yes, I'm his nephew, and he's basically been out of my life ever since I was 8 years old. That's the last time I saw my uncle, and he didn't miss so much. And I would love him to come back because I have a special day coming up in a few months. Getting married, and I would really love him to be here to see that.
Okay, Jeremy. We appreciate y'all's statements today. At this
All right.
time, Mr. Charles, anything you'd like to say to the board?
Yes, I would like to say first, I would just want to really tell my son that who I raised, Cordarian, I'm really sorry, truly sorry that it had happened to your mom. I really wanted to say also to all his immediate family that I apologize and I'm so sorry that I took a life. I had no right to do what I did. I had no business. I should have thought the process through, but I didn't. I allowed my bad judgment to get in the way of all that I've done. I want to apologize also to my family, my mom, my dad, which passed away a year ago. I want to really just tell them I'm sorry. I really want to say that I started to understand life for what life really is. Back then, I didn't understand it. I understand it now. I just want people to understand that sometimes we make bad choices and decisions that we really don't understand until it happens. I really want to apologize to all her family. I want to apologize to my family. I want to apologize to my mom. I wanted to tell my mom I love her. I want to be able to see my mom. I want to be able to see my family. I want to be able to see my son that I really raised when he was young. I want to tell my oldest sister I love her. My nephew, I love her. I want to tell everybody, even my daughter, who I left out there as well. I want to be able to tell my daughter, look in her eyes and tell her I love her. I made a mistake. I'm paying for my time and my crime. I'm really sorry. I really truly am. I just want to be able to live life now. I want to be able to understand life and what it's worth now. I made a mistake and I apologize. Sir, also, I take full responsibility for my actions. Also, I just want to be able to just tell them I'm sorry. I take accountability for my actions as well. I just want to be able to be at peace with everybody. I just want to be able to say, I'm sorry. So I have to say, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. At this time, we'll be voting. This case was signed to myself. I'll be voting today. I'm just going to tell you, I think you're right there, but I don't know if you're ready. At this time, I'm going to be voting, and my vote is going to be deny. I'm going to tell you why I'm voting deny. I want to see you get some more programs. You've got a lot of loss of good time in 21. Do not get any more of them. I'm telling you, you just stay straight and getting you some more programs, and you're in right back and get you another date up on the board. And I think things will be different, but don't get any write-ups. I'm going to put that in your record. Okay?
Yes, yes, sir.
Ms. Bonnie Jackson.
All right, Mr. Beal, obviously your disciplinary history has been really bad, but the warden says over the last 4 years, you've turned that around, and I appreciate that. But, you had a really bad disciplinary history. You've had a number of Rule 8 violations. You've been in extended lockdown for 90 days on 3 occasions since 2016. I do think you need some more programs, but I'm even going to say, given the number of Rule 21 violations you have, it might not be a bad idea for you to enroll in sex offender treatment, because there is something there that is compelling you to commit these violations, even knowing that you're going to lose at least 90 days every time you do it, and yet you continue to do it. So that makes me think there's something going on there that you need to look into and to work on.
Yes, ma'am.
All right?
Yes, ma'am.
I do think you're genuinely remorseful for what you've done. What's the victim's son's name?
Cordarian.
Are you aware that he's incarcerated in Texas?
No, ma'am, I do not know.
And I'm sure, having lost his mom the way that he did, had a lot of impact on how he grew up and how he ended up where he is right now. So you can see how the impact of your actions have just multiplied and multiplied.
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
going to encourage you to keep working, go to some more programs, but I really, truly believe you need to enroll in sex offender treatment, because the number of Rule 21s you have is indicative that there's a problem there. And I would like to see you work on that. But today my vote is going to deny, but I'm going to encourage you to keep working.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Mr. Marabella?
Bill, my vote is the same, and I echo everything my colleagues have said. Keep working, work hard, and it's a good idea. I think Judge Jackson is an excellent idea for you to take sex offender treatment. There's an issue there, something's going on, and your disciplinary record, as you know, is horrible. It's been good for the last 3-4 years. You need to keep that up. Good luck
Yes.
to you.
Thank you, sir.
At this time, the vote was to deny for the reasons stated. Thank you very much.
Thank you.